Some days are perfect. Some days the light dances on the water and carries your heart with it. This day was one of those days. We decided we were done with the normal life and set out to turn our lives into an adventure. This is our story: the good, the bad, and the crazy. Join us as we sail, explore, and share our mistakes along the way. Welcome to the Wayward life.
Where you going away to?
So I'm just out for a walk right now with Max. It's like 8:30. And it's actually warm enough to not have a sweater on for the first time this year. Look at this. No 7 layers today. There's only one, kind of. It's like the absolute most perfect day. This is literally what dreams are made of. This is like when I thought about what I wanted from a sailing lifestyle and why I wanted to live on a boat and travel in the summertime, this was it. This is exactly it. So we got up, came to the island this morning. There was only 2 other people on the island. And I'm on a beach with nobody else here. It's so warm. Kind of mad that I didn't bring my swimsuit, honestly, because I'd be jumping in the water right now if I had my swimsuit on. It's just incredible. Like, we're so lucky. And things are starting to come together. It really feels like this is, like, all of our hard work is starting to pay off. I woke up this morning so happy. Would not rather be anywhere else in the world today than exactly where we are, which is an incredible feeling. I also just want to say Ch4 to the Nanaimo people for being in agreement with having people on this beautiful island, because it's incredible to be here. It's so calming and soothing, and the land is just so welcoming, and I just really appreciate being welcomed into such a beautiful place. So thank you very much to the Nanaimo people for that. Yeah, if you guys want to know more about the history of this island, we were here 2 years ago with a bunch of friends, and I'll link that video up here, as well as put a link down below so you can see kind of more of the history of the island and what it's all about. Thanks for joining us. Everyone's idea of the perfect day is different, but on this beautiful April morning, this was mine. And then we were off again, to where we weren't quite sure, but our goal was to make it to Galiano Island. So we're on our way to Dodd right now, which is kind of like the gateway to the southern Gulf Islands. And then we're not sure where we're going from there. There's a few options, but we'll just see, because we're gonna have the current against us. We'll see like how it's feeling and what the wind's doing and all of that. But we're on a time crunch to get to Dodd. So we have 1 sail up.
Also, we're not gonna have very much wind for very much longer.
Yeah, our wind's about to die as well. We're also trying the dinghy in tow instead of up on the davits to see kind of how that feels. Just experimenting today. But yeah, this is nice.
As long as we don't run over any other boats, because it's really hard to see under the head sail.
There's quite a few boats out here. Everybody's got sails up, which is kind of cool to see, because it's pretty rare that you go out sailing and actually everybody has sails up. So, there's that guy. And that guy. But yeah, what are we doing for speed?
6 knots.
Oh, we are doing 6 knots. Yeah, so we were doing 4.4 before we put the head sail up. So you definitely picked up some speed. And we're doing fine, we're not going near any reefs or anything.
Just this one here, which, you know, is not great.
So we've been through Dodd a few times already, which you may have seen in our videos. But just in case you haven't seen that, Dodd runs, what does it run up to, 10 knots?
I can't remember offhand.
So yeah, Dodd runs pretty high. and it's really narrow and just turns into a really nasty bit of water if you don't hit it with the right tide. Like, there's no way we could actually get through it if we were against the current through there. So we are trying to hit it pretty close to slack because it's going to be against us once we reach the other side of it. We might hit it with 2 knots going with us, which is more than we've hit going through there before, so we'll see how different the water looks when we actually have some current going with us. But yeah, that's the plan, so that's where we're heading right now. Beautiful. It's a good day on the water.
Got to stay close. We're on a lee shore, which isn't good, but we've got to stay close because we're going to lose our wind otherwise.
Case in point about the boat being hidden behind the foresail. I didn't even see this guy until he cut in front of us. This log barge was heading through the Narrows at the same time as us. It seemed like it might pose a risk as it was moving towards shore after being in the center of the channel. But we ended up getting by it just fine. Another successful trip through the Narrows. That's crazy though, that's the first time we've run into like a barge in there. Log barge.
Anybody, have you having a hard day? Is this tough? Oh.
Everybody's having a terrible day today, it's the worst.
Including this fashion statement.
I married that. Be jealous. Be jealous. Helming under motor is rarely exciting, but once I had my headphones on and some good tunes, I was stoked to be up there on the glass calm water just feeling the day. And in case you're wondering, the band I was listening to was Crumb. Luckily for us, the currents didn't seem to pose a problem, and we made it to Montague Harbor on Galiano Island an hour earlier than we had expected. To Galiano Island, and we are back in Montague Harbor. And as you can see, there are a ton of boats here right now. Mostly sailboats, but a couple of power boats. Way more than the last 2 times we were here, that's for sure. But yeah, it is an absolutely perfect day. Wish we'd gotten here like an hour earlier and then I would be going for a swim right now, but that's how it goes. Tomorrow morning I guess I'll have to go. Just kidding. I went back to the boat and got my swimsuit so I could go for a swim. It was cold, but I highly recommend. That was cold. The next morning was picture perfect. Even with a bed thief involved. So Logan and I have both gotten out of bed, but Max has decided that he is going to stay here until he hears the magical words like walk, or dinghy ride, or wanna go. No, it's not even working because he knows I'm bluffing. After we got Max out of bed, we headed over to go see the friend that we had traveled all the way down to Galiano Island to see. So you guys might recognize this guy. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Alfy, and I'm from Life is Like Sailing. Been cruising on this coast since, well, I'm born and raised on the coast here, but I've been cruising and sailing here since 1997. And this is our third boat since 1997, and it's a Hans Christian 43, Northern Dancer 5.
Beautiful boat.
Oh, thank you. We love it. It's a make and model I've wanted for many, many years. So, finally have it.
Alfy's boat is beautiful. She felt like a very comfy ship inside with all of her incredible woodwork, and it made me feel like we should be preparing for an epic Caribbean pirate voyage. Thanks for sharing her with us, Alfy. It was a pleasure. So we were here in January. It's April now. And it was much quieter, both on the nature front and on the human front. But it is awesome in here now. There's so much more greenery, there's birds singing. So sunny. And it's just a really nice walk through this campground. So in the very hard life that we live, we're trying to decide if we should stay here an extra night or if we should head to either Cowichan Bay or another island. Come on, up here, up. And the reason that we're trying to decide that right now is that it's video day and I haven't uploaded today's video and there's like next to no service here. So I'm trying to get to the other side of the island to see if we can get enough service for me to upload a video for you guys. Because it's Friday and it's video day. But yeah, so if we can't find enough service, we'll have to go somewhere else, I guess, to upload that video, which we're not actually mad about at all because there's many, many beautiful spots along the way that we can stop. And if we can find service, we might stay another night just to relax and enjoy ourselves. What do you think, Max? Is that a good plan? Is that a good plan? We found just enough service to upload the video, although it took over an hour, and we decided to go for a swim while we were over there. Not warm. Crab trying to fight me.
Is it coming at you?
No, he stopped to do this because he felt the water move.
You're not gonna swim?
No, that's it. Here's my shadow. This guy's trying to fight my shadow.
Is it a rock crab or is it a Dungeness?
I don't know the difference. He's pretty red looking.
Probably a rock crab.
Well, that was cold, but definitely worth it. Every single time I go for a swim, I feel better after, and then I feel really cold. So I've been doing it at night, so I decided I'd go first thing this morning in hopes that I just feel better all day and I can actually warm up because the sun's supposed to be out and there's not supposed to be any wind. So the wind's a killer too. It's like 9 degrees or something, the water. I'm supposed to be like close to 20 outside today, which for us Canadians at the end of winter is very tropical feeling.
We even have a white sand beach.
Yeah, and we even have a beach that's made of shells and white sand, which I guess is also from shells. So it looks tropical too, even though the water still feels like 9 degrees. So Logan, was it worth it?
It was worth it. It was cold, but it was worth it.
And you know it's cold when Logan says it's cold, because Logan thinks that everything is warm when it's not, and it's very cold, so...
I think this was my first swim.
Really?
Of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, sweet.
Yeah, so that's why it was cold.
Because it's mid-April.
Yeah.
And we've only had like literally 3 days of warmth this year so far, and other than that it's been like below 15 degrees, so... It feels good. It feels really good. But we spent most of the day today on this beautiful beach. Even brought the computer here to upload the video for this week because we have no service on the other side. And then we came back and just read and suntanned and went for another swim, so it's been awesome. Gonna be hard to leave tomorrow. So tomorrow we're leaving here and heading for Cowichan Bay, and we're gonna hang out in a marina there for a week or two. Try to get the chain locker done. We have to both go up island to work for a little bit and then come back. And then, I don't know where we'll go from there.
North.
South first.
Oh, right. We gotta go south first. Well,
Yeah.
we don't have to.
Well, we want to go to Finlayson Arm, which has Goldstream Provincial Park at the end of it, and it's absolutely magical. And then we'll probably head north. It's been absolutely beautiful and perfect here, so happy we were able to make this happen and that we got our batteries figured out.
Yeah.
Good job, Logan.
And maybe the next time I'm on camera, my face won't look like an overgrown... I don't even know what you'd call this. It's definitely too hot for this.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
can imagine.
20 something degrees out today.
It's really warm. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It feels like summer.
It's almost unbearable on the boat.
I believe it. Yeah. Okay, let's get going. If you want to see Logan shave off his beard, you can subscribe to our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But also, thank you for watching this video, for leaving a comment, and for subscribing. We'll see you next week.